Hey, in a previous video, we talked about the importance of communicating to your team. And as a leader, how critical that is for you to be successful, to go from being a good to a great leader. Okay, you've really got to be disciplined in your communication. I'm going to present today a way that you can all accomplish that. And I think it's really a powerful, an amazing approach. And that's by doing State of the Union type meetings. Okay, we know these because the president does them to the nation in February every year. And I think, regardless of what level at the credit union you are as a leader, I think you can replicate that to a certain extent. If you're the CEO, I think you definitely need to be talking to the entire organization at least once a year. Okay, they need to hear from you in that type of setting. Now, you can do it in person if possible, but you can do it virtually very effectively. And you might argue more effectively because now it's recorded and it can be seen more than once, etc. But if you do that to everybody, or I should say when you do that to everybody, especially early in the year, like Q1 for sure, maybe January and February more specifically, then I would encourage you to do it again with smaller groups throughout the year. So, maybe it's every other month, certainly once a quarter. Get with a smaller group of your organization and talk further about it. Here's what it means to your group, your team. Here's what we need from you in order to be successful and so forth. Really help them understand how it applies to them and what their role is in the credit union being successful in fulfilling on the goals and objectives. And so I'm going to talk in a minute about what the components of that should be. But as it relates specifically to CEOs, I think that's the approach. Now, if you're at the C level, I think depending on the organization, the size of the organization, it might be a similar one. If your team is big enough that you can have these, sub meetings, if you will, go for it. If not, maybe it's your State of the Union is just for your line of business. Okay, you do it once. But somehow, some way, you've got to tag on to what the CEO said in order to be successful. But if you get down to a department and a branch level, I actually think that these State of the Union meetings can be most effective, most impactful, because that's where the conversations, kind of get personal and really become human and real. And, 9 times out of 10, a branch staff or a department staff or a regional staff, they don't have a problem speaking up to you or sharing their opinions with you. And so I think these types of meetings at your level can be really impactful. So here are 3 things that I think you should include in those State of the Union meetings. First of all, you've got to talk about the current state, okay? Where are we at today? And that's why Q1 is a good time for CEOs, for you to have these meetings, because the books have been closed from the previous year in most cases, and the strategic plan has been approved by the board, and you're ready to rock and roll, okay? So you talk about the current state. Now, that oftentimes is going to mean financials, right? As a quick aside, don't overwhelm or bore them with 20 financials, okay? You can say we're monitoring 20 financial metrics, but here are the 5 that are most important or most significant, or the ones that we're watching most closely. At a lower level, it becomes about goals. Here are our goals for the coming year. And I did another video on how to be transparent about communicating and talking about those goals. So current state is number one. Number two is plans. Here's what we're planning to do, guys. So that's where we need to be, or this is where we are today, and we need to improve by 10%, whatever. Here are our plans to get us there. What do you think? What do you think is going to be most effective? What do you need in order to be successful, and so forth? And then the third piece is to get their feedback, to have this dialogue where you talk about, all right, what are you seeing and hearing? What do you think we should be doing that we're not? What are members telling you, or what are your teammates telling you that are being that we need to take into consideration, and so forth? And you guys know some people are going to talk up more than others, but I think if you do this regularly and you make it part of your regimen and your routine, people are going to open up more and more and more. And try it for a year and see if you're getting better feedback and you're getting better ideas from your team, because that's an important part of these State of the Union meetings. So again, three components: current state, financials or goals, plans, what are we going to be doing bigger, better, or different going forward, and then number three, feedback. What do you guys think? And, what are your ideas? So give that a try and let us know how it goes. Okay.